Disney has always been an integral part of childhood. No matter what era you grew up in, Disney provided the gold we were searching for as youngins, and let's be honest, as adults too. But there's much more to Disney than princesses and fairy tales. These stories are chock full of secret and hidden messages that kids won't get. Want to know what Disney snuck into the films for the observant adult? These stories are deeper than we realize. Grab your magic carpet and let's take off. Before we begin though, give us a like and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of Screen Rant's new videos. When you're down there, hit the bell to be the first one notified.
If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't.
One of Disney's most beloved animated features has a hidden message that kids certainly missed for years. Obviously, children just have a blast in the absurd world of tea parties, Cheshire Cats, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. In reality, though, the entire movie is a lesson, if not a PSA, for not taking unknown substances. Alice grows and shrinks and talks to flowers. Sounds like she definitely was on something.
I love you.
An act of true love will thaw a frozen heart.
A Twitter group that created the hashtag Give Elsa a Girlfriend have seen the hidden message behind the secret that Elsa is keeping. In Love is an Open Door, we wonder if it was more of a closet door that she finally broke out of. Not many children see the secret message behind the film, pointing out that whoever you are is okay. And if Elsa wants a girlfriend, then for the love of RuPaul, give her one.
It's so nice to have a big, strong spot around the house. Oh.
During a story Mrs. Potato Head reads to the little ones, she is reading from a book based on the Pixar film A Bug's Life. The book not only serves as a cute shout out to the Pixar film, but there is more of a message in there than the Easter egg. A Bug's Life stirred controversy over the political undertones in the film about colonialism. So Mrs. Potato Head was reading children a warning about one group taking over another group. Maybe this was a secret message that Disney still stands its ground on.
First that restaurant by the bay, and then that play, that Oedipus thing? Man, I thought I had problems.
For Meg and Hercules, things ended up turning out fine, but they're lucky they escaped some of the crazier Greek mythology stories. A line in Hercules alludes to the Greek figure Oedipus, which kids would not know about due to the dark and very adult story about him. Oedipus accidentally ends up fulfilling a prophecy of killing his father, then marrying his mother, which wreaks havoc on his family and town. Obviously, kids would not pick this reference up, but the secret message is left in a simple line for Greek mythology buffs.
Birds of a feather should flock together. You wouldn't marry a panther, would you?
The original animated Jungle Book is an apparently innocent film which struck a stronger chord in adults than it did in children. Many people have discussed the seemingly obvious metaphor within the film, which is Britain's view of India. In the secret message, Mowgli is Britain and the animals are India. By the end of the film, Mowgli leaves everything he knows behind to go live with the humans. A political message that is basically saying, stick with your own kind. In today's modern world, we think it's a good thing kids don't notice this dark little secret. Ultimately, audiences agree The Little Mermaid ends on a happy account. She's with the man she loves, and the evil witch is dead. Wait, that's the happy ending? The secret message of, if you sell your soul, you better be prepared to murder the person who you sold it to, remains strong. Ariel really is just a girl in love with a boy, but to be with him, she must sacrifice her voice and then kill the evil witch, with no consequences to boot.
101? Well, where did they all come from?
Oh, Pongo, you old rascal!
Let's be real. Kids won't be thinking about this one at all, but they will be drooling over the possibility of having so many puppies. In 101 Dalmatians, the overall message is to please neuter and spay your pets, or else bad things happen. Like Cruella de Vil will hunt them down to try and make them into a jacket for your incompetence. A hidden message, yes, but pretty obvious to those with pets.
Oh, it's a beautiful dress.
There are a lot of positive messages for children in Cinderella, such as you can choose positivity in a bad situation, forgiveness is a virtue, and dreaming of a better life is never bad. These are messages kids hopefully can soak up one way or another. The message they shouldn't be listening to is that makeovers fix everything. By one quick song and dance between Cinderella and the birds and the mice, she is a beauty. Now she can go and live her dream life. But let's be real, she deserves any good that comes to her after growing up in an abusive home. Another thing overlooked in this fairy tale. In The Incredibles, a family of superheroes gets sued by lawyers for fighting evil villains. The entire film has made a comment on society, bringing conservatives to say the story is a cautionary tale. If trivial lawsuits are pursued instead of encouraging strong men and women to fight for good and freedom, then our society is doomed. Quite a deep political secret embedded within The Incredibles.
Every Thursday I take Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich.
Pudge is a fish?
Lilo feeds Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich each morning because, as Lilo believes, Pudge controls the weather. This may just seem like a quirky character trait for Lilo, but in reality, it has a hidden message much darker than that. Lilo's parents died in a car crash on a rainy, stormy night. Lilo must believe that it was because she didn't appease Pudge enough and thus caused her parents' death. In a deleted scene, Pudge actually gets killed by a flock of seagulls while Stitch watches, doing nothing. Sure seems like a whole dark side to this cute Hawaiian film was created that we didn't get to see.
You will join me for dinner. That's not a request!
Many fans have argued Beauty and the Beast is about Stockholm Syndrome, when the kidnapped fall in love with their capturers. If true, this dark message would definitely be something kids won't pick up on, or at least let's hope. Even though this was subtle, maybe later in life children will still see this story as not as Stockholm Syndrome, but as love. In Tangled, the character of Gothel, who continually ages throughout the film, dies because Rapunzel's hair no longer possesses the power it used to. However, Rapunzel still heals Flynn with her tears, which means her hair may have not possessed powers anymore, but she herself has internalized them. So Gothel's death wasn't possible. A secret message kids won't notice until someone points out the facts. Did you pick up on this impossible point in Tangled?
See you out there, Moe.
See you out there, Moana.
Moana has a ton of secret messages, but we're going to focus on the one that many millennial parents will be clapping for. Disney has clearly heard the cry of feminism and has made their Disney princesses just as capable as their male counterparts. Many kids may not notice the fact that Moana herself is an embodiment of the changing times, but she certainly is. Moana's story didn't end up with her marrying a man. It ends up with Moana and Maui saying, "See you out there," each empowering the other to do the best they can do. As the list points out, Maui doesn't have to be weak so Moana can be strong. Together they can be strong.
So how's our little bow doing? Look, a mouse. Come on, scat. Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on, down.
Aladdin has been given some grief over the apparent hidden sexual line in one of the scenes between Princess Jasmine and Aladdin. When Aladdin visits Jasmine on her balcony at night, he is standing on his magic carpet. In the background, you can subtly hear something that sounds like, "Good teenagers, take your clothes off."
Good. Can you just take off? Come on.
Wait, what? Holy Hannah Banana. We sure hope that no kid heard that, but let's be honest, it's pretty hilarious if someone actually put that in a Disney film when that is anything but Disney approved. Walt must be rolling in his grave hearing about this message.
Remember who you are. You are my son and the one true king.
Many people know by now that The Lion King is based off the famous Shakespearean tragedy Hamlet. Simba has a great deal of pressure on his shoulders, and it is through him becoming king that we can pick up on the message of what that responsibility really means. Seeing as Hamlet inspired the classic film, there are many similarities and differences, but the main lesson learned is the value of knowing who we are. The Lion King may appear as a fun story about lions on the savannah, but it's so much more than that. Do you see any more hidden meanings within The Lion King? If so, comment below.
These predators may be reverting back to their primitive, savage ways? Are you serious?
Zootopia is a hilarious and beautifully made film that has some pretty strong messages kids will most likely completely miss. There are multiple deep messages in this story, but the main one is, no matter who you are, race, creed, or religion, change starts with you. There is an obvious metaphor for racial prejudices in the film, but as it shows us, we can conquer anything and hopefully bring light to those who judge what they do not know. Do you think Disney showed racism in a way that helps people change their negative beliefs? Or did you think it was done poorly? Bambi is a tragic story of a faun who loses his mother, and this may have a deeper message than kids may realize. Walt Disney disastrously lost his mother in his own life, and many fans have observed the correlation between that and his multiple characters that don't have mothers in his films. This could be the secret message of Disney feeling so guilty over the tragic incident behind his beloved mother's passing.
Alas, she is more fair than thee.
Alas for her.
Snow White might disguise itself as a cute fairy tale story, but in reality it holds a dark message we hope kids don't pick up on. The message is, beauty is everything. Literally, in Snow White, beauty saves lives. Prince Charming can't help but kiss her when he sees her dead body. He may not know what consent means, but at least she's alive, right? The Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of Disney's darker films, what with almost burning a woman at the stake and all. But the real hidden message surrounds our leading man, Quasimodo. He does endless kind things for the girl Esmeralda, including saving her life, to only find himself alone at the end ringing bells. The secret message that kids would not see is that good guys finish last. It may not be a true message, but it's there nonetheless. Poor Quasimodo.
Nemo! 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 No!
Finding Nemo has a message about coping with grief. This one may be more of a theory than the actual message Disney meant to be seen, but either way it is accurate. The theory is that Nemo actually dies at the beginning, and Marlin searching for Nemo throughout the ocean is actually him traveling through the stages of grief, which are anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and finally, acceptance. Whether a hidden message or not, Disney showed those observant adult viewers that we all struggle with sad times, and that grief is a part of life. Now, this secret message was sure to go unnoticed by the little ones, but perhaps adults picked up on what films influenced Coco's storyline. Do you know which they were? During the creative process for making the film, the Coco team watched the 2000 English film Billy Elliot and the 2002 New Zealand film Whale Rider, both films about young kids pursuing their dreams in the face of adversity or even one's family. This may only be subtly evident in the final film of Coco, but it's a message that once you see, you can't not see. Maybe the little ones need to watch some of these old films as well. Did you see these influences in the film's storyline?
It was up to me to reach for that dream, grab it tight, and make it come true.
Which hidden messages in Disney did you like the most? Did you notice any others that we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Give us a like and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of Screen Rant's awesome videos. Thanks for watching.